All right, everyone, welcome back to another video. And today, what I have for everyone is my microphone test video for and this name is a mouthful, so forgive me if I mess it up, for the Audio-Technica ATH-M20xBT truly wireless Bluetooth headphones. Now, I know I messed that up because I don't have anything in front of me. I'm just doing that off of the top of my head. So I'll have the correct title for the headphones in the video title and in the description. But this is the microphone test for the Audio Technica BTX M20 Bluetooth headphones. All right. And so today we're going to test out the built in microphones on these headphones in two distinctive scenarios. The first scenario is going to be how you guys and gals are hearing it now, an ideal or as close to ideal noise free environment as I can get it. And the second scenario is going to be using simulated crowd noise and testing out the microphones in a crowded environment using my Roku hooked up to my TV in the background. So hopefully you guys and gals find this video helpful. And without further ado, let's dive into today's video. So starting off the testing here, as has been throughout the whole video so far, this is testing out the microphones on the Audio-Technica uh, let's just call it M20BT, truly wireless headphones, in an ideal or as close to ideal noise free environment as I can get it. Okay? Now, let's retest the microphones with the simulated crowd noise. So I'm going to let this play for a little bit, and then I'm going to continue to talk at my normal volume and my natural cadence, just to give you guys and gals an idea of how they sound in the different environments. Now, I won't know how this sounds until I watch the video back in post, but let's go. Let me push play now. Okay, now we're just going to talk at my natural volume, at my natural cadence, and we'll see how the microphones do. So now, this is testing out the onboard microphones for the Audio-Technica BT M20 in a crowded or noisy environment. Now, for reference, the TV in the background with my Roku on it is set to 18% volume, so we'll see how good the microphones are at isolating my voice over the surrounding or ambient sounds. All right, that should be good. Let's stop the crowd noise now. And now we are back to an ideal or close to ideal noise-free environment as we can get it. And that, guys and gals, essentially does it for today's video. Now, real quickly, before I get up out of here, I just want to show and tell everyone how I have today's video set up. So recording the video here today, we are using the rear-facing primary camera on the Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. Today's video is being recorded in 1080p at 30 FPS with Bluetooth audio hooked up. Okay. And we are using the stock Samsung Galaxy camera application. So I'm going to throw up some B-roll now showing you guys and gals exactly how I set everything up. So as you can see, I just went ahead and verified that the headphones were connected to my device, as you can see right here. And then I just jumped into the stock camera application. And then you can see I went over to video pro mode in the stock camera application. And then I switched it to Bluetooth audio input. And thank the Lord, this is a compatible device. I don't know what it is with compatible Bluetooth devices, but Samsung's compatibility for Bluetooth devices has been very hit or miss. This is why, for a lot of the instances previously, I've been recording this style of video with my Google Pixel 6a. But I always check to see anytime I'm testing a Bluetooth product if it's compatible with this device. And thankfully, this is compatible with Samsung in terms of Bluetooth audio connectivity. So you can see I kind of rambled on, but you can see that I did set it to Bluetooth audio input. Then I just set the volume on the TV, which was at 17. I set it to 18. And then I pushed record and spun the cameras around. And that's how I started recording today's video. And what's really nice about these Samsung devices is that when you have a compatible device, the live audio feedback will show up in the camera preview. And then also when you push record, it will give you a pop-up letting you know that the audio will be recorded with your connected device. So that's two ways that you can guarantee that your Bluetooth connected device is compatible with the Samsung device that you're trying to record with. So really, really good stuff there. I just wish it was more widely compatible. Google seems to be more widely compatible. So it is what it is. But that pretty much does it for today's video. I hope you guys and gals enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. I hope everyone's having a great day, and I will catch you guys and gals in the next video. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace.